Welcome, everyone, to the Truth and Freedom podcast, where awakening begins with asking the question most people are afraid to ask. I'm your host, Dr. Dan Amzalag, and this is not just another podcast. This is a journey into awareness, courage, and truth. Now, there's a strange things that happens in society when lies are repeated long enough. They stop sounding like lies. They begin to blend into the background noise of everyday life. They become part of the air we breathe, the headlines we scroll past, the slogans we're told to trust, the smiles of people promising us everything while delivering almost nothing. Now, for decades, many of us have been living inside a carefully constructed narrative, one where truth is filtered, edited, and repackaged until it's convenient for someone else. A narrative where freedom is promised, but rarely fulfilled experienced. Where we're told, trust the system, while that same system quietly serves interests we never voted for, never agreed to, and never benefit from in the way we were led to believe. And the saddest part, we've learned to live with it. We nod along when things don't make sense. We laugh it off when reality feels twisted. We scroll past injustice because confronting it might be too uncomfortable. We convince ourselves that someone else will fix it. And when truth becomes too loud, too disruptive, too threatening, we tuck it away in the corner of our minds and return to the illusion that keeps us feeling safe. This illusion is the silent prison. It's built not with bars or walls, but with distractions, entertainment, and fear. It's made of promises that sound sweet and dreams that look just real enough to keep us chasing them. It's a matrix where comfort is currency and truth is the enemy of the status quo. We are told we're free, but freedom without truth isn't freedom at all. It's just permission to live in someone else's story. And it's not just politics or power structure. It is one of our media, our workplaces, even our personal lives. We're taught to conform, to behave, to follow the script, to not rock the boat. We're praised for being good citizens when we obey, and labeled troublemakers when we ask questions that matters. But here's the reality. The lies only hold power when we stop questioning them. Every major change in history started not with an army, but with awareness. It started with a spark, a single voice daring to say, this isn't right. And when enough people woke up, the walls that seemed unbreakable began to crack. Because the truth, once seen, can't be unseen, and a population that questions can't be easily controlled. Now, we've reached a moment where disappointment has turned into fatigue. People are tired of being lied to, tired of being manipulated, tired of pretending not to see what's right in front of them. We've watched promises be made and broken year after year, and we felt that quiet frustration settle into our bones. But here's the things about truth. It's not here to destroy us. It's here to liberate us. Facing the truth is hard. It demands courage. It asks us to let go of the comfortable illusion that keep us quiet. It asks us to step outside the story we were handed and start writing our own. That's not easy, but it is necessary. Because change doesn't start out there. It starts in the mind of one person who decides not to be a passive character anymore. It started with a whisper, I won't live that lie any longer. And that whisper becomes a conversation. That conversation becomes a movement, and that movement reshapes society. I'm not talking about conspiracy theories here. I'm talking about consciousness, awareness, the kind that makes you walk through life with your eyes wide open, and when it's uncomfortable as well. Not this kind that helps you see the strings so the puppet master loses his power. So what does changing the narrative really means? It means refusing to be silent when silent is what they count on. It means asking the hard question again and again until real answers emerge. It means holding leaders accountable, not idolizing them. It means reclaiming your voice, your critical thinking, your power. Now, it also means seeing your neighbor not as an enemy, but as someone walking through the same maze, looking for the same exit. So when we shift from passive acceptance to active awareness, everything changes. The illusion loses its grip. The narratives begin to crack. And for the first time, the truth has space to breathe. Now, we can't rewrite the past, but we can refuse to keep reading the same tired script. We can create a story built on transparency, personal responsibility, and courage. A story where people don't live in fear for asking why, but feel empowered for demand better. Now, this is why we're here, not just to vent, not to point out fingers, but to awaken, to remind each other that we were never meant to live as passive passenger in someone else's vehicle. So today, I challenge you. Don't just listen, but reflect, question, speak. Step outside the comfortable narrative you've been handed and begin to shape your own. That's how movement begins, not with noise, but with clarity. The world doesn't change when lies get louder. It changes when truth refuses to be silent. This is the Truth and Freedom Podcast, and the real revolution begins not out there, but within you. Stay tuned for more truth at our next episode.